NIRO knowledge, one off.
Welcome, everyone. Another day delayed NIRO knowledge for you. And the reason being this week, I actually had the fortunate luck of registering for the European conference that took place earlier. And since I was on the East Coast, I was very much lucky because it started at 6 a.m. East Coast time. So it was quite an early morning, but used to those, which is good. So that is why, again, another day delay for this week, but some great information. I just kind of wanted to share and let everybody know what there was that was in there, what may have been either missed, but hopefully, from what I understand, there will be the upload of this conference, hopefully to the IACA. So if you are not a member, IACA.net, you can try that out, take a look. Membership obviously is a cost, but the conference was free. That was where I heard about it. And it was a partnership between the ECAC, ECAC, and IACA, IACA. So that's what I attended, and why I kind of delayed this week's podcast. Conference was fantastic. Great quick bits of information from academia as well as analysts. And again, hopefully you can catch the replay on IACA. Some of the names actually go through what they had for this conference. A Dr. Spencer Cheney, Dr. Paulo Campana, Dr. Lawrence Sherman. Hopefully I say some of these people's names right. I apologize if I don't. Executive Director David Kennedy with Senior Analyst Kyle Ott and Director of Field Innovations Megan McDonald. Dr. Jerry Ratcliffe was there, and Dr. Ali Malm and Dr. Martin Bouchard. I almost said Boudreaux. Get caught up on that all the time. I apologize. And Dr. Martin Bouchard. All had different presentations. A couple of them obviously were grouped together and did their thing as well. A fantastic bit of information, and from people really all over the world, and conversing about police and the current status of things, as well as obviously the current status that is taking place here in the United States with policing and the kind of public outcry and how it appears in our culture and society at this point, and what's really going on there, and what the change may need to be and maybe should be at this point. And so great bits of conversation. So if you do get a chance, as I said, it will hopefully be uploaded to them from my understanding, and that will be something that you can consume there. Definitely worth it. Some of these people have been on the show. Some of these people I am actually seeking out to be on the podcast. Including Dr. Jerry Ratcliffe, who I spoke with last year, even because he hosts his own podcast as well, Reducing Crime. So if you get a chance, definitely give him a listen. Is great information that he shares out as well there. So that is what happened with that, the ECAC, and again, partnership with the IACA at that point. A guest that is coming up to NIRO knowledge for you NIRO knowers. Yeah, I nailed it that time. I don't know, maybe that'll stick again. I have no idea. But the guest coming up is somebody that I've partnered with recently. She is actually holding her own virtual conference over in the UK, and is Dr. Susanne Knabe-Nicol. I really didn't give the emphasis that she does on there, but she is also known as the police science doctor. Give that a look. I will have the links in there for you to go check out her information. But she shares some fantastic stuff in the realm of policing, and it definitely can be used to, kind of coordinate with the forensic output that's there, as well as some of the intelligence work and interviews, and as well as doing some analytical work, and kind of just really bridging all of those and piecing it together for a great workable mode, knowing who's doing what and how things are going and how to get some analysis work done within it. And she also hosts and has her own conversations with some of these doctors as well. So just a growing knowledge base in terms of podcasts and YouTube videos of myself and growing members of the hosting community, such as the police science doctor herself and Jerry Ratcliffe, who has been doing it a while. Analyst Talk with Jason Elder and Manny's take on YouTube as well. So I'll throw a few of those in there for everybody to take a look at and again, just continue to grow that knowledge. As that continues on, she's actually going to be coming at the end of March. So you'll have this week and unfortunately one more work with me. I know, but it's all good. It's all great. And one of the things I wanted to talk about today was the Slack group. Something again I started after John Eng and Lorna Ferguson were here discussing missing persons and how they coordinated together, realizing that John realizing that missing persons isn't really, unfortunately, a priority seemingly within the realm of crime analysis, and that some things are missing. And within that Slack group, as I saw it shared in social media, is an article he wrote with that conversation in mind of missing persons and crime analysts, and kind of what's going on in that kind of break in realm. Great article. That is up in the Slack channel, as well as earlier this morning, Dr. Lawrence Sherman was talking at the conference for ECAC, and the version of Wired in the UK had just spoken to him and put out an article called, find it here, but I have it in the Slack group, so it's there for you folks to click on, link, and consume. The radical idea to reduce crime by policing less, not more. And that conversation of, again, using what we have at our fingertips, the data, to turn it into that information and really figure out where we're going. And thankfully, some of these bigger groups in society, these news organizations, are kind of grabbing a hold, in a sense, of these people, and understanding that evidence-based policing is something that can really produce some solid results for us down now and down the road. Obviously, there's a level of practice we need to put in place before sometimes some of that changes do come up. So that article is in there. If you are looking to connect with analysts, if you are looking to connect with academia, if you are an analyst looking to connect with academia, if you are academia looking to connect with analysts, this Slack group is for that purpose. It is really to continue the conversation, to ask the questions, and to put forth the knowledge that is either behind a paywall, that analysts don't know how to ask, and whatever our hang up might be between the practitioner and the research that's getting done. This is what this group is for, as well as sharing the resources that you're well aware of, because a lot of us might not be. I've seen that struggle, in a sense, in a lot of conversations I've had with different analysts from across the globe. Things that we know sometimes end up being siloed, whether it's because of the geographic area we might be in, or the school that we may have attended, the people that may have taught us. But there's a wealth of information out there, and we may have that one piece that somebody else needs. And so this place is a great space to share that up. And things that have been shared recently, we just spoke about threshold analysis. People have shared links for OSINT material. So if you're looking to do whatever sort of research and you need some links or something to go through, there are a couple links to pages that just house so much information in there for people to kind of maneuver through and figure out what they need in order to get those investigations done. There's also been people who have shared their links for training and teaching of R and Python. So if you're somebody looking to get that done, and in the realm of crime analysis work, and in the realm of criminal justice and criminology, then there are links in there for you as well, as opposed to going on YouTube or some of these other coding platforms and learning the tools, but really then trying to figure out the application at that point, right? So there are people already that have that wealth of knowledge, and feel free to go in there and ask around or make contact with people and network through. You don't need to share your phone number or email address, because once that invite link works for you and you sign in, your name is there. Just share who you are and where you're from and what you do, and then people can kind of reach out to you, or vice versa. Once somebody in there is somebody you want to tap that brain of and figure out what it is that they know and what they can share with you, and how you can just go further with their information, or again vice versa, the information to share out that could give blow open a whole new realm of possibility in research and practice, right? So there are already a bunch of international members that are online with it as well. So that's been fantastic, because nothing's better than connecting the entire world collectively to figure out where we go from here, or to share with each other where we are going, and maybe getting a few other bits of experienced information in order to maybe include something new to the whole possibility. But again, that's there for everybody to consume and leverage that knowledge that's already there, and to add your own and to put that in. So that's what I got. Again, if anybody has somebody that they'd be interested in, or if you are listening and have something that you would like to share with the NIRO Knowledge audience, please reach out to me and let me know, because I am always happy to schedule people in and start loading up a whole bunch of podcast episodes for people with people who have the experience and knowledge in some of these fields and specific practices and tactics and research. And that way we can just keep on spreading the wealth and getting everybody informed of what it is they need to know, because we don't know what it is. We can't ask 7 billion people what they want to know, right? That's never an easy thing. So sharing it out there for them to find and consume is something that I'm looking to do, and be more than happy to, conduct that interview and have the information shared out. But with that, as I said, I am digging in and have a few more people beyond what I had last time. So probably pushing about a dozen that I'm contacting and trying to work with in order to schedule out and get them on the show. So you'll have a whole bunch of episodes coming out eventually, and as long as everybody's schedule works out. Always part of the problem these days. Even though we're in Zoom meetings somehow and not really going anywhere, we always have a hard time coordinating. Some of that obviously is thankfully due to the international listenership, and those time changes too. So nobody really wants to have an interview at 3 a.m., especially if it's on camera for the start of the 2021 NIRO Knowledge year, right? So that's what it is. Again, I will have that Slack invite in there. I will have some of the other information that I have listed, and the podcast that I've listed, and pop those into the links for everybody to take a listen to and see what's going on. Great information that those people are sharing. And if you're somebody who wants to be on the show, feel free to reach out to me, Nick at niroca.com, NIC@NIROCA.com, and let me know. If it's been a little while, try Twitter or LinkedIn and reach out to me. So I've found very rare, thankfully, but I found a few stray emails every once in a while on my junk email spam thing. I do continue to check. It's very rare because it always seemed to pop up the right people, but as we know, that stuff still happens too. So with that, I will let you folks go. Enjoy your weekend. Have a great time. I will chat with you folks again next week. I will have a topic to kind of root through and chat about with you folks, and another update on what it is that we have coming up, and when Suzanne's going to be on the program, and hopefully a few more people that I can tell you about that are coming into the pipeline. So with that, I bid you adieu and have a great day. Another great episode of NIRO Knowledge. Thank you for listening to the podcast, and remember to share, subscribe, rate, and review the podcast on your favorite service. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at nick@niroca.com. It is nick@niroca.com.